Good morning. It's day 10 of our 14-day plank challenge. Oh, excuse me. I hope you're feeling great this morning. 7:15 in the morning. If you want to join me, come and do this live with me. If you're doing this on a replay, please let me know. I love to know when you're actually doing things with me so I can just see how you're doing. Now, we've reached day 10, which is amazing, double figures, which always feels better. And these last 4 days are going to go really, really quickly. But once you've done something for 10 days in a row, you're going to find that you've got into a little bit of a routine. And your body gets used to things. So what happens is your body's strengthening each time. And every day that you're doing this, you're getting stronger and stronger. And then you'll have these little plateaus. And then suddenly you'll see that strength suddenly increase. Now, who knows? Today is that day probably for you. Hopefully it is that for me. I know I can feel these extra 30-second blocks that we've been doing. So as you know, in day 1 to 7, we did 20 seconds with a 10-second interval. We are now on our 30-second holds with our 10-second intervals. We're going to be doing this up to day 13, and then day 14, no intervals. We're just going to go straight through. So I'm hoping you're going to join me for that day. So let's get started with today. If you haven't done this before, please go back to the demos. Really, really important to get your technique right and to know that you're confident in what you're doing. I'm just going to get my clock ready. So we've got 6 moves, which we will be doing on our left and our right side for some of them. And we're going to be doing 30 seconds of each. So if you want to get into position, you should know your positions by now. For the first one, we're going to be going either on our knees or on our toes, and we're going to be doing our spider swipe. Now, how are you feeling with this? Are you feeling that this is a little bit easier now? Remember, bottoms are down, tummies are pulled up. We're really pressing through our shoulders and our wrists. Knee comes forward, crossing over, coming back and down. Now, if you've been doing it just on your knees, why not have a go today by pressing back on your toes and having a go for 1 or 2? Then knees go down. Always try and see what progression you can do for yourself. It just helps your brain think, wow, I'm doing this, and it moves you forward. Right, I'm going to get started. I'm just going to turn my volume up because sometimes I do it and you can't hear it. So here we go. We've got 10-second countdown. Spider swipe to start. Do what you can and enjoy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going on my toes, and we're going to cross over, come back to center and back. So those bottoms are down, and we're going to find that rhythm, because if you have a bit of a rhythm, it also helps. And you've got to just think tummy in and down. So I want you to look at the floor, because you know what I'm doing now, so that you can just do the same. And you're just pressing through that foot and the standing foot to keep that balance. And you're doing great. We're nearly there on the first second, 30 already. Lovely. Knees down, press back. So we're going to do the same on the left side. Now, the balance that you're needing to use your core muscles for is great. Oh, but I'm just going to pause this a second. Just hold that for a second. My timer has gone a bit bananas. Bear with me a second. Typical. Here we go. So this is actually going to give us a little bit more of a pause than we normally have. Sorry, guys. So we're going to just go back onto our toes or on our knees. Here we go. Coming up and forward, cross, back. Oh, isn't that great when your timer doesn't do what you want it to? There we go. Forward, cross, and back. But actually having a little bit of a breather is never a bad thing, is it? Just gives us a chance to regroup. Now, I'm always just touching down with my toe and just repositioning my foot, just so that I know that it's in the right place. Driving that knee forwards, tummies are in. We've almost got it. There we go. Right, we're properly into that 10-second break. Okay, we're going to go onto our sides. We're going to be doing our reach up and through, either with the knee down or with your leg up the way I'm doing it. So you can stagger those legs. And don't forget, you can always put this elbow down to the floor. All right? So tummies are in. We are working the oblique muscles on those sides. You find your rhythm. What you're doing is you're keeping everything still as you can, reaching tall. Try and just make sure they're really precise moves that you're doing. Really helps you with your balance. Good. And down. Good. Control is everything, actually. All right, so we're going to just go back into position. Now, remember, you can always go on your elbow. Always have that knee down. So we're going to go up, raise up, and then rotate, and then up. Now, this is always my wobbly side. I find talking and doing this can actually be quite tricky at times. I don't know why this one's more, but it's all to do with our balance. And I obviously use my right side more than my left. So you may find the same. You may find if you're left-handed, it's your right side. Or if it's you're right-handed, it's your left side like me. Nice and controlled. Good, down we go. All right, let's go into our next move. So we're going to be going onto our elbow. We're going to do hip lifts. Remember, you can do it with a bent leg or a staggered leg. We're just lifting and lowering. Anybody that's new and you're thinking, why are we going quite quickly between things? And I'm not explaining it. There are demo videos at the beginning of the whole of this 14-day challenge. So please watch those. And if anything just feels tricky, always check yourself in the mirror. You can then see how you're doing. Now, remember, you can also add that arm in if you want to. You'll see me always touching through here. This actually helps my brain and my muscle connection. You may find that helps you as well. Good, let's change to the other side. Or you can have your hand on the floor. Always want you to work out to your own level. So remember, if you want to do it with your knee on the floor, you can, hand on the floor. So even raising like this and lowering to get the technique right and to get that strength going is absolutely fine. Or you can raise and lower. Try not to drop the hip. Really easy to want to just drop that hip down. But nice and controlled. So if you want to add the arm in, you can. Breathe. Keeping our chest open. Tummies are pulled in at all times. And do it with control. So again, if I'm doing it too fast, you slow it down. Up. Lovely. All right. We've got our last two moves to go. We're going to be doing our knee touchdowns. So we're just pressing back with our bottoms. You can either do it this way or from your toes, dropping those knees. Now remember, drive those arms down into the floor, opening out your chest. We're really helping our balance here, our posture, keeping your pelvis as still as you can. Just using that knee to go down and up. And if you've been starting on your knees and just raising them, try on your toes just for a few seconds. Just try one or two. You'll suddenly give yourself confidence and then you can move forward. Well done. Keep going. We're almost in it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come back into child's pose. All right, we're going to be going into one of the extra moves that I have missed out, and you probably recognize this. On your elbows, we're going to do our straight leg back. So we're going to raise and lower. So I've just done this in a slightly different order today. I think my clock not working just threw me out. So raise and lower with your right leg. Now remember, you can do this off your knee. So I'm just going to show you can do your knee raise like this, or you can go up like this. Just takes our weight off our wrists for a little while. Pressing back with that heel on the standing foot to really get yourself grounded and still. Good, knees down. But you were thinking, oh, we're going to miss out on something today. No, definitely going to make sure we keep it in. So come back into position and raise and lower. Good. Other leg this time. Nice and controlled. Good. Breathe. You can hear my breath is slightly panting because it's exerting quite a lot of energy through your body. You'll find that your heart rate's gone up. You'll feel that you're warmer. So it's a great workout. And this is only going to take you 5 minutes in the morning. Really stimulates you first thing, definitely. Excellent, coming down. All right, so we are going to be doing our knee drops. Our knee drops are one of our second to last exercises. Do it from your knees or raise. Okay, so up. Oh, actually, I've just realised I've done that one already. Let's hold a plank. Let's just hold the plank. Oh, today being day 10. Oh dear. But just hold that plank in whichever position you want to. Otherwise, I'd be adding an extra workout in there for you. I don't think you'd be very grateful to me for that. You're doing really well. Keep that bottom down. Tummies up towards the ceiling. Just keep pulling up, pulling up. Press those arms through. Count down with me. Lovely. Knees down. Go into child's pose. Well done. Oh dear. Take a lovely deep breath. Coming up, let's just open out our shoulders. Thankfully, you know the exercises, so you're probably shouting at the screen. No, it's the plank hold. Well done. So open and close. Open and close. Good. Roll those shoulders back. Tummies are pulled in. Always try and do a little bit of a stretch out at the end of a workout. If you're going to carry on and use this as the beginning of a workout for yourself, then just, go straight from this into whatever you're going to do next. I'll probably go for a walk or do a little bit of an extra stretch myself. But I hope you enjoyed that, even with all the little mix-ups that we were doing. It's just a great way to start your day. But if you're not doing it with me live, do it on the catch-up. Do a hashtag replay. Let me know, are you finding things easier on your elbows, on your wrists? How are those wrists feeling? Are you feeling better in yourselves? I really hope you are. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, day 11. And we'll keep progressing and see whether we find these 30 seconds any easier. Have a great day, guys. See you soon.